You're up. Me?
Hey, look, it's Sweet Bloom's sister. No, seriously, tell me these two don't look exactly alike.
Sweetie Bloom has a sister? Is she single?
What are you?
You heard nothing.
Hello, everyone. I'm Keena47, aka Wolfkeen, and welcome to another edition of my My Little Pony Vlogs for Season 3. Today, I'm talking about Wonderbolt Academy, written by Meriwether Williams. You did it. You did it, Meriwether Williams. You wrote an episode that I absolutely love. I mean, Meriwether Williams wrote some of the my least favorite episodes of last season. This season, she wrote Wonderbolt Academy, which, as you should probably know and everybody else knows, pretty much on everybody's list, this is one of my favorite episodes of Season 3, and it's within good reason. So let's get into talking about it. The episode starts basically with the main six waiting for a letter to come in from Rainbow Dash, and basically it's supposed to be about her getting into the Wonderbolt Academy. I quite like this, because this does show that she is progressing on her path to become a Wonderbolt. And that is something that I am liking. Like, you know, as the seasons have progressed, we notice that characters are progressing within their plot lines and stuff like that. And this is one of them for Rainbow Dash, being a part of the Wonderbolts. So she gets the letter from the Wonderbolt Academy, and then
I didn't get in.
well, that was a short vlog. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys.
Gotcha!
You freaking troll. So now we move on to basically Rainbow Dash heading to the Wonderbolt Academy, which is very reminiscent of military. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure you all have seen this series, FLB Equestria. They did a military Bronies react to Wonderbolt Academy. I'll put a link somewhere right over here or something like that to their video, so you can check it out, because basically the Wonderbolt Academy is very reminiscent of like those boot camps and stuff like that from like military and other stuff and the like. Now, I'm pretty sure many of the people in FLB Equestria will be willing to say that's not how it actually is, but kid show, whatever. So basically, they got drill instructor Spitfire, which I cannot buy the fact that she's a drill instructor, if you ask me. So basically, she begins telling everyone, you know, like, they're not worth anything. You know, the normal drill instructor, they're like, oh, you are a worthless piece of shit, and you right there, you will not succeed whatsoever, and you right there, your mother should have aborted you, and you were a child. Like, you know, the various kind of like, you know, like drill instructor thing. And then she makes it to this one Pegasus right next to Rainbow Dash where she basically says that she probably messed up on her first flagpole, and then she decides to say,
Try me, ma'am.
look out, guys, we got a badass here. This is Lightning Dust. Basically, Lightning Dust, in many cases, in this episode at least, is shown to be just as talented, if not more talented, than Rainbow Dash. And I quite like this idea. The fact that Rainbow Dash ran into another character, well, another pony, who has equal to maybe superior skill to Rainbow Dash. And this is shown throughout the Wonderbolt Academy episode, where Lightning Dust shows that she likes to push herself a little bit further than normal, and she also shows to have quite a good amount of skill considering how far she pushes herself. So much so that at one point they were all being tested, and then they were going to decide who would be lead wing pony and lead pony. And Rainbow Dash was made a wing pony to work with Lightning Dust. And apparently Spitfire's argument to this is that, oh, I believe you and Lightning Dust will be an unstoppable team. Two problems here. One, this is obviously a plot device. Not the best one possible, unfortunately, but not the worst one either. And two, you don't put the two strongest candidates on the same team. A good team, or good team managing, you wouldn't put the two strongest in many cases. As a matter of fact, a lot of gaming tournaments and other stuff like that do it like this. Like, if you got first place, you would have to work with the last place person to balance it out, considering how good you are. You don't put the two best people in the same team. That makes it overpowered and dominating, and basically makes it that none of the other cadets or anything of the like can actually work. Like, you know, get better. You use the best people on, you know, like in certain areas to improve the people who need the improvement. And that's kind of the thing with this episode. I don't really have to talk too much about the events that they go through. All we know is that Rainbow Dash felt that she should have been lead pony, and Lightning Dust be, like, Lightning Dust shouldn't have been lead pony. And Spitfire does make a good argument, basically saying Lightning Dust likes to push herself a little bit further than Rainbow Dash does. And I do like this because, yeah, sometimes you can't be just okay with your set skill. You have to be able to push yourself a little bit further if you want to succeed in certain areas. That's kind of the thing with, well, life in general. You can't just be happy with where you are or just satisfied with as is. You have to push yourself harder and harder within each experience that you go through. And I think that was what Spitfire was trying to go for, but I don't think she knew about Lightning Dust and her recklessness. So much so that Lightning Dust actually has done quite a few self-centered deeds, like caused Rainbow Dash to clip her wing, knocked out the cadets and caused them to go into a tailspin, and caused a tornado, which at one point caused the remaining 5 to get caught in a twister and nearly die. These events is what shows Lightning Dust to basically be a little reckless. She has the skill, yes, but she's too reckless, and it's not a good thing because of said events. Now, I know you're about to ask, what about the main 6? Well, besides getting nearly killed in a tornado, beforehand, Pinkie Pie was trying to tell Rainbow Dash that she needs to write to her, and she's like, oh, if I leave the mailbox, I'm not gonna get the letter, and yada yada yada. And then they decided to bring Rainbow Dash a care package, so that way they can, be like, oh, we'll bring Rainbow Dash this care package. That part was done for humor's sake, and I got a chuckle out of it, at least. Like, the way Pinkie Pie is going through the mailbox, like, is it here? No. Is it here? No. Is it here? No. That's like, some of you guys, I hate to say it, but that was like me when my friend was sending me Smash Bros. On the 3DS. That was my reaction, just like, is it here yet? No. Is it here yet? No. Is it here yet? No. That was kind of like how I was when my friend was sending me Smash Bros, so I can relate to that. And let me backpedal a little bit with Lightning Dust. She says that, not everyone is destined to be a Wonderbolt, only the best of the best, right? She has a point there. However, it's the way that she's going about it is what's causing a lot of problems. She is being, like I said, she's being way too reckless, only caring about herself in many cases and Rainbow Dash since they are friends, in this case, instead of trying to help the cadets improve their skill. And, yeah, she ended up offhandedly says, oh, the cadets could have used the practice anyways from the tailspin. So after Rainbow Dash saves her friends from nearly dying from a tornado, she finally confronts Lightning Dust on her behavior and other stuff like that. Basically saying that she's being reckless, that she's causing too many problems and stuff like that. And Rainbow Dash understands that she wants to be the best, and so does she, but it should not come at the expense of every other pony around us. However, Lightning Dust does come up with another sound argument, basically saying, the Wonderbolts don't think so. After all, they made me lead pony and you wing pony. That's actually a very good argument in many cases, because think about it. Even if the Wonderbolts knew about her recklessness, they still made her lead pony. So, in the end, the Wonderbolts actually inadvertently, I would say, encouraged this behavior in some cases. I know someone's about to say, oh, no, they didn't. I didn't say directly. I said inadvertently. You could do something and then inadvertently cause a side effect without realizing it. So Rainbow Dash actually confronts Spitfire, basically saying that, if being reckless is what it takes to be a Wonderbolt, doing what Lightning Dust does, she doesn't want any part of it. And this is when we get to one of my favorite scenes of all time of Rainbow Dash episodes in general.
I quit.
This scene right here. This scene where Rainbow Dash quits the Wonderbolts. Well, at least the Wonderbolt Academy. This is where Rainbow Dash jumped in my favorite characters category. And this is what solidified Wonderbolt Academy as my favorite Rainbow Dash episode. And it's for one reason and one reason alone. This tests her element in many cases, and also tests her moralities. Think about it this way. Rainbow Dash's dream is to be a Wonderbolt. She wanted to be a Wonderbolt for a long time. She's dreamed of being a Wonderbolt for a long time. And seeing, Lightning Dust doing all this reckless behavior and the Wonderbolts kind of allowing it in many cases, And the one, like I said, they might have inadvertently caused it, but nevertheless, they still caused it in many cases. And Rainbow Dash felt, if being reckless is what it takes to be a Wonderbolt, I don't want any part of this. It was a choice between her morality or her dream. That is a hard choice to make at the end of the day, guys. Because let me ask you this. What is your biggest dream? Go ahead and comment that in the comments below. But what is your biggest dream? Then, what is your morals? What would happen if your dream coincided with your moral and you had to pick a choice between your moral or your dream and there's no way to pick and there's no middle ground? I mean, you could tell, like, look at this scene right here. Rainbow Dash, after she made that decision, she had a little bit of a, oh my god, I just did that kind of look. Like, that's the kind of look she had. Or, you know, like, I just like that she had the, oh my god, I just did that kind of look. Like, you know, now realizing what she just did. But then again, in many cases, she didn't regret this decision. Which, I applaud Rainbow Dash for that. So now we move on to basically Spitfire stopping Rainbow Dash from leaving the Wonderbolt Academy and basically saying that Rainbow Dash was right, that yes, we are supposed to push ourselves, but it's about pushing ourselves in the right direction and not being reckless about it. And then Lightning Dust, it's unsure what happened to her. We don't know if she got thrown out of the academy. We don't know if she got demoted. We don't know. Unfortunately, we really don't know. It was never made apparent what happened to Lightning Dust. I did hear that there was an alternate ending to this episode, and if I can find the link, I will post it down below in the description. But there was supposed to be an alternate ending to this episode, and I have read it. It is a lot better. I think it would have worked better if they did it that way, rather than doing it this way with the episode. So, Lightning Dust is quote-unquote kicked out. Rainbow Dash becomes lead pony, and basically leads her cadets, and then we get the biggest mystery of the entire series.
Wait! You didn't even get to open your care package!
I don't know about you, Pinky, but I think that's one mystery we will never find out. And that's Wonderbolt Academy. Not much I can say on this episode. I mean, like I said, this episode can be summarized in so many ways. And as you can see, the video is going to be short, but this is still one of my favorite episodes of Season 3. This is my favorite Rainbow Dash episode. I know some people will try to tell me Sonic Rainboom is theirs, and I understand why, but this episode is my favorite Rainbow Dash episode. And a very personal episode as well, because I understand the idea of pushing yourself. I do. Like, I always try to push myself further and further every day to become better at what I'm doing. Video editing, video making, and various other things that I do in real life. I always push myself to become better. However, I know the difference between pushing myself in the right direction and pushing myself to the point of being reckless. Lightning Dust was pushing herself and being reckless about it. Rainbow Dash wants to push herself, but in the proper direction, which is what brings up a good context between Lightning Dust and Rainbow Dash in many cases, because they're both, in many cases, similar. They're two sides of the same coin, but, you know, like, they're two sides of the same coin. So it kind of makes sense that, like, Rainbow Dash, she's talented, but is controlled. Lightning Dust is talented, but reckless. It's definitely interesting. And not to mention, the way that Rainbow Dash approached the Wonderbolts in this episode, let me ask you this, guys. Do you really think she would have done this in Season 1? I know someone will try to make the argument, oh, she left an elite team, the Shadow Bolts, in Season 1 for her friends. Yeah, but that was a no-name team. This is the Wonderbolts. The team that she pretty much fangasmed over in Best Night Ever and still idolized for, you know, like in the earlier episodes throughout the seasons. Do you really think she would have made the same decision in this, you know, time, Season 3? Do you think she would have made that decision in Season 1? Go ahead and leave a comment on your thoughts on that one. Personally, I don't think she would have made the same decision. But if you have an argument telling me why she would, go for it. I want to hear it. So not much else for me to talk about, guys. Really love this episode. Definitely in my top 5 favorites. So until next time, I'm Keen47, aka Wolfkeen. Hope you enjoyed. And until next time, guys, take care.